Today, the lovely and brilliant Kim Horcher joins us from Nerd Alert. Kim, take it away.
Hey, okay, first one. Hey Cenk, I never got a feel for this during the Oscar viewing party, but what was your most and least fave films of 2013?
Good question. Love answering that. Loved American Hustle, Wolf of Wall Street, 12 Years a Slave, and really enjoyed Her. And Dallas Buyers Club was an excellent movie, and it came in 5th. So it was a great year for movies, and American Hustle got robbed. I would put that probably at number 1, and it didn't get any Oscars. My least favorite is easy, Gravity. Oh, I seek that I am floating. Oh my God, look at the cinematography. Okay, next.
Paula asks, what advice would you give an aspiring new media entrepreneur? I have a Jorn, mad tech skills, and 1 year to spend full time.
All right, well, you got to commit, and I'm not sure like just giving it a year will do it. But my overall advice that I give to everybody is embrace failure. I know, funny, but failure leads to success. If you're afraid to fail, or you're worried how it'll look, it'll hurt your ego, etc., then you're not going to make it. You got to try so many different things to find what works, and you got to put a lot of time and effort and hard work into it. It is eminently possible, but you got to put your ego aside and work really hard. Next.
First step to being good at anything is failing first. I know. Pip
Kim
updates.
Horcher backs me up. Yes. Okay.
Oh God, do I know. Pip updates asks, any tips for starting a YouTube channel?
Exactly what I just said.
Yeah.
Okay. But plus, I'll add. Look, you got to learn the blocking and tackling too. So what you title a video, the tags that you put in it, the metadata, that stuff is super annoying. It's hard to do, hard to learn, etc. I mean, you'll get the hang of it eventually, but you got to do all that stuff. So it's not like, hey, I flipped on a camera. Hey, everybody, look at me. Oh my God, my video went viral. I'm awesome, right? It could happen, but doesn't happen that often. You got to put a lot of work into it. But then, if you do all that, then anything is possible. All right, next.
Daniel Chen asks, I love the interviews on TYT Interviews. Cenk, they are super interesting. But what about you? Can TYT Interviews interview Cenk?
Oh, I like that twisty twist. It's like Inception. It's an interview within an interview. No, seriously, that's a really good idea. I never thought about it because it's me. I never thought like, hey, somebody should interview me on our channel. Thank you for saying that about the channel, by the way. It's my baby. I love the interviews we do on TYT Interviews. You should check that out. And sure, I don't know, we'll think about it. Maybe somebody should interview me. I like that idea. All right, next.
I'll do it. Stephen Buckley asks, what are the odds of Bro Tip appearing on a Friday Power Panel one day? Would be hilarious.
Okay, let me see here. Let me count it out. I believe the Spanish have a word for this. It is called nada. No, Bro Tip's fun. I don't know. Not on a Friday panel. That's way too much. Okay, you can't. Bro Tip can only be enjoyed, if he can be enjoyed at all, in very small bursts. Okay, so we'll think about incorporating him into some other things. Thanks for asking, Steve.
Chris Bricker asks, do you have any Republicans working at TYT, or is everyone a progressive?
It's a good question. You want to know the funny answer? I don't know. Because there's at least 10 people in the company who I've never had a political conversation with at all. And so I have no idea what their politics is. If they're Republicans, God bless their hearts. I'll probably try to talk them out of it, but it's obviously not a prerequisite to work here. If it's relevant, I mean, am I going to put on a guy who's going to do just like political talking points, whether it's Democratic or Republican? No, right? But do I care what your personal politics are as long as you get the job done? No, I don't care at all. All right, next.
There was one at one point.
Is there?
There was.
Oh, see, Kim knows better than I would.
Yeah,
That's a good mystery.
What's up? Tim Groover asks, what's the first thing you do in the morning?
No, that's another great question. This is why I love Twitter Storm. Random questions, you get to find out what's going on. All right, when I get up in the morning, I head right downstairs at home and hit my email, hit it hard. There's like a million business questions. I got sponsor issues, marketing issues, network issues, yada, yada. Then I got to read my articles, so I print out a whole bunch of articles because I highlight them while I'm at breakfast, and we do the graphics and the video elements, etc., based on that. JR does a lot of it. I do a lot of it. So I'll print out the articles next, and then I go exercise, and then I'll come back, more emails, more Twitter, more articles. All right, next.
Marcy Reed asks, have you thought about having a trans person on the show when dealing with a trans story? Why or why not?
Oh, there's a very good answer to that. Everybody assumes that we have a lot of guests on, but if you actually watch the whole show, you know that we have almost no guests on. So if we were going to bring on a guest like they do on cable news for every story, we do like 2 stories a day, right? So it's just not how the show is structured. On TYT Interviews, we interview people. So does that make sense in a given situation? If there's a big story about it, in the news about people who are transgender, and we have somebody who's on the show on that, yeah, that makes a ton of sense. But on a day-to-day basis, it's just not what we do. All right, last question.
All right. Christopher Smith asks, ever thought about ending Twitter storm with, the storm is over?
Wait a minute, you're on to something. In fact, the storm is over.